5 things that trigger ADHD rage. These 5 things will trigger rage in anybody that has ADHD. The first one is being called lazy. When we have ADHD and we're going through a moment, especially when we're not medicated and we cannot get control of our thoughts, we will sit there. We are literally in a prison in our mind. And when people call us lazy, it will literally set us off because we're not. We're literally using all of our energy to try and push ourselves into doing a project. Another one is simply being told what to do. People with ADHD do not like being told what to do. If you tell us this is what we have to do, we will literally fight that. When it comes down to it, those with ADHD can direct their temper and their anger at very simple projects, especially that are a little bit confusing. Being told what to do versus what we want to do or making us our idea of what we want to do can set us off into a rage and a temper. Another one is loud people in places. People that are extremely loud in public places and spaces will set us off. And our anger is directed at that loud person over there. We want to just snap them in half. Because all that loud and that stimulus is doing with their voice is literally just adding to our anxiety of being in this public place, of driving us insane and bonkers to the point that we're starting to lose it. Another thing that can set off ADHD rage is being interrupted when you're hyper focused. When you're hyper focused into something and somebody interrupts you, that literally sets you off. It is one of the things that I used to struggle the most with. And I realized when I was interrupted and I was hyper focused, my rage would kick in right away. I had to walk away and I had to give it 5. And I mean that. I mean, it literally had to become a program because I had to realize that people didn't mean to do this. But man, it would set me off, like off. And then the last thing that can set off somebody's rage when it comes to ADHD is the sense of injustice. We have this whole like right of justice. Like when we feel that something is wrong or somebody did wrong, like there has to be justice. It has to be fair. And that can truly set off our emotions where we become obsessed with making it fair. And unfortunately, you can't make the world fair, but it causes a lot of anger in us. And I will say this, there are coping around a lot of this. I got diagnosed with ADD at 13. I got re-diagnosed with ADHD at 17. When you learn to walk away, take 5 deep breaths, and then go back into it, it does help a lot. That is one of the tools that I use along with medication. And it's finding what works for you because it isn't easy to navigate.